Alright, let's check that all is well.
Can't believe you'd say that about the Prime Minister, Stu.
Oh my god. How
Not
could I?
again.
Not again.
You and that Prime Minister. Dear heavens.
Welcome back, everyone, to Rising Sun, Season 3, Chapter 2, Scout reported. Does anyone want to very briefly tell us what happened last time?
Oh,
Last time on the Rising Sun, the invisible hand ventured forth. They began to plan their venture towards Megonal Secundus, a hive world with a major population of felonists, with the intent of conquering it.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. Because Johannes won't plant. It's full of elements.
I should have seen this coming. Never mind. Sorry, go on. I was not aware of this.
In their planning, they contacted the Iron Warriors and the Word Bearers, seeking help from both. The Iron Warriors presented a very reasonable exchange of a number of people for help in bombarding the planet, in return for being able to set up their base upon the planet. The Word Bearers said, "Give us the entire population and we'll help you conquer it." We said, let's make it a race to see who can get the most of the population.
Basically, yes. Did a little bit of a switcheroo on negotiations.
They agreed because Johanna is so damn charming, and they probably think we'll fail anyway.
Yeah.
You snooze, you lose. Rules.
Ooh.
Right. I think you will. Yeah, go on. So.
I was just going to finish. And then our plan was otherwise, simply to infiltrate the lower hive, create a opportunity for an attack from the sky and below, from above and below, and then conquer the planet.
Then it becomes a sandwich. Hell yeah. Alright. I think we're all ready to go. You prepped everything last time. Let's do the warp travel. I've already calculated this on my end, so all that set, you get ready, and your ship translates into the warp. Play. Oh, the sound effect's not playing. What the?
It's just working on my end.
Is it?
It's working.
Okay. Oh well. Yeah, spooky sound plays that the players could hear, but I couldn't hear on my end. I'll try
Don't look
again.
out the
And
window.
mine on my end.
No. Let me try again.
Well, I can hear blood.
Alright.
I can hear it.
Alright, lovely. Well, you got double dose of spookiness.
Do we need to do it again though now because we went back?
Third time. Alright. So, you enter the warp. Navigator... Where is your navigator, actually? Oh, there she is. Lady Selena informs you, her best estimate before you enter is that the journey will take a week. It is now 9 days into your journey. And, is there anything you want to have been doing in that time? In the ship?
I guess it'd be the traditional full, like, service and, you know, applying a few unguents to all of our relevant equipment. Then deciding what we want to take and then practicing various routines for, what's the word? Deceiving the guards that we are likely to encounter as we cosplay as a inquisitorial entourage.
Oh, yes.
Yep. Fair. We can... I think... man, other games have, like, a planning skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we need to we need to have that skill IRL, otherwise it, you know...
Alright, well, let's see.
Shit,
Well,
sound
really
effects
good
work.
plans to, honest. We can't tell you what it is, though.
The creepy sound effect played for me now just now. Worked well.
Nice. So our plan. So we're at step 2. We're going to have Han be an Inquisitor Scion interrogator. Johanna is going to pretend to be a inquisitorial navigator. Ursula, a tech priest. And Civ is the navigator's bodyguard because he's terrifying.
I am the master.
Oh shit.
My music will shape the Wraith bone.
Alright. Yes.
So I guess we do practice runs, probably on Dillard.
Oh, that works. Yeah, just bully Dylan on the French.
I think we can do it more as a sort of amateur dramatics thing to get into the characters.
Exactly.
Remember what our names are meant to be. Remember how we're meant to address people.
I guess
Some Imperial scum, maybe not the best plan sometimes.
Anytime Dylan walks by, just what are you looking at, cunt?
Yeah.
Keep going.
Bro.
Just intimidate him.
I mean, you can roll skill checks if you want, but or we can just role play. It's fine.
Can I have a skill issue check?
Yes.
Our fake names. Johanna will go with Anna.
Anna, alright. Anna the Navigator, gotcha.
Yeah.
To be honest, most of you can probably just use your real names and they wouldn't really matter.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, unless you're like internationally wanted, then I don't think it's interplanetarily wanted. Not really gonna matter.
Let's see. Did we do deceive checks?
Bren
Yeah,
would
we-
probably want a fake name though, almost certainly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a
Well, so we'll
mask.
go for one too.
I'm wearing a mask and I have a fake name. Anna.
At
Correct.
least you won't stand out.
You
so
can
much.
call me Gregor.
Dennis in the chat asks, I love tech priests, do they have a branch or they believe in the motive force? Nah, this was all written before the electro priests were a thing, I believe. All these books, so I'm afraid not.
Yeah.
I still like the idea of motive force though, because it literally just means electricity, so it probably would be part of their beliefs and doctrine somewhere, so.
Hello, I shall be trying to remember the accent and going by the name of Alusa.
There you go.
How do you spell that?
Aren't both
Like Ursula, but backwards.
aren't Ursula and Johanna both felonids? So they do kind of fit
I'm
in.
technically not, at least by my own understanding of felonids in character.
Yeah,
You
Ursula.
look the part.
Yeah.
Have you
Just
seen
one-
what I look like now, Han? I'm a monster.
Yeah.
The monster.
That is
Like
funny.
actually, legitimately a monster after the whole dying
Oh yeah, after
situation.
the accident
Yes,
of
the
getting
whole
disintegrated.
Yeah.
thing.
Like the
I'm
Xbox
better
One.
now.
She's a monster.
That's why you
Wait,
fit
I
the...
have to wear the robes because I naturally glow blue. I'll just look like I'm a standby light otherwise.
Actually, yeah,
I mean,
then
it-
you can pretend to be one of those like electro priests.
It does work thematically, because Ursula is good with tech.
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah,
that
but
is...
the whole whispers of Zinch might become a problem.
No.
No. Alright.
Zinch would never try to change our he would try to change our plans.
Yeah.
God damn it, Zinch.
God damn you.
So Ziv, are you gonna still go by Ziv as your bodyguard name?
No,
I guess
you can
it's
call
Gregor.
me Gregor.
He's Gregor
Oh.
Clegane, the mountain that walks.
Oh,
The mountain that teabags.
No.
yes.
Just,
There we are.
he just slap squats on you and
I'm very
crushes
sorry,
you
I
in
combined
Tordero.
both the things you said.
I mean, it's fitting.
Right.
So we've got Interrogator Sabutai, Navigator Anna, then
Tech priest Alusa.
Bodyguard Gregor. Who's probably not going to speak too much, because it would probably throw them off.
He had his larynx removed and replaced with several other larynxes.
I mean, would be interesting, but let's try to be the strong silent type this time, maybe.
Okay,
All right.
as you do this, get all this prepped, another 5 days or so passes, and you're still not there.
Are you there? Yeah.
What the fuck's going on?
So I'm gonna Johanna would like to go to the navigator and would like to say,
Hey, so, not to be rude, but, like, why the fuck are we there yet? Do you want your head exploded?
Now, it takes time to travel.
Yes. And
She-
to explain that.
You can't just say, "Oh, we're there yet," and then expect us to magically warp there.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Lena, while she's kind of in commune, she spares a few minutes to talk to you and sweetly and politely informs you, Johanna, that she did not see some turbulence within the currents of the warp in her initial scrying, regretfully. So the journey is taking a little bit longer than initially estimated, but she thinks the path she's chosen will go fairly smoothly. So at least you won't be in much danger. So.
Alright.
We need to ready for warp incursions. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Tell me when we're there. Tell me when we're there. I'll be going back to the orgy.
Of course. He returns.
I'm
And
very
You know
glad-
what? I should probably go pray with the other lads.
well, you'll have a nice day off, just kind of chilling out, relaxing for once. And eventually, you all decide on this day you're all gonna just take a shift off and go to bed. Going to
Fuck.
bring.
I get so high off my tits I fall unconscious. Thank you
So-
very much.
Pick your rooms. You might want to redecorate them a bit, as these belong to some previous occupants, but I think all your rooms are more or less the same. There's a
I-
couple that are different now, so.
I'm seeing Kenny's room.
Yeah, your room is off to the far right there.
I mean, it is more Kenny's room than it is Siv's room.
I mean, I'm happy it's a blue couch, but you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's just a couch drawn there. And then Sabutai can pick his room.
I
You can redecorate.
I
Just pick that
don't remember who drew this.
Are you going to deface the Aquila?
No, it's fine.
You vibe with it.
Yeah.
And kept like, I forgot there's blood just there for some reason.
I don't know why.
And the duck's still there somehow.
It's been a while.
I was
Yes.
going to say, is that the leftovers of the former Eldar companion?
Yes.
Wait, no,
love-
Nullis'
Oh
room
yeah, I
is up
remember
there.
now.
Yeah.
It was the Nurgle light and the Slaneshi side by side.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh wait, yeah, the
least
top
you
one
don't
was
have to
Nullis'
share the
there,
wall.
I think.
Yeah.
And this was Ron's room. Yeah, that was it.
Oh, that's why there's so many monster energy cans on
Yes.
the desk.
You just need the boomer mean.
Yes.
Alright.
I mean, you know, he played into the part pretty well.
Yeah.
There's two
I
spare
remember
rooms.
that, Duck.
Hi, my name is Monster Zero.
So, after a while of just chilling out in your rooms and taking a day off, you all settle down for a nice night's sleep.
Ah. We're doomed.
Let me find the right thing. Yes. Is there a way to darken the lighting in here? There probably is with something.
Yes.
but-
So what I do, Stu, is I will send you the file I have for this purpose, which probably
Oh.
isn't the best time to do it.
That's
And
fine.
that's if I can find it.
Eerie noises.
It's
Otherwise,
a
the-
really simple system. Why can't I find you? a
Yeah, it's
manual?
just like an overlay, because I can put it in the foreground layer.
Oh, I've apparently not messaged you in literally a year.
Yo.
I have a lot to say, it seems.
Yeah. No, that's cool, because there's now a foreground layer for this exact thing on Roll20.
Nice. I know I sent it to Ben at one point for his game he was running.
Yeah.
So it's probably in the Ben game folder.
Yeah.
Nope. There we go. I'll send you both just so you can
Cool.
choose which one you want to use. It is just a slightly transparent PNG. If you want it to be darker, put another one on.
Double it.
And give it to
Yeah.
the next person.
Yes, indeed.
Do I just save as an image, right?
Yep. And then
Okey-doke.
upload as an image, and it's just a filter.
Amazing.
I can do other colors as well if you want, but I wouldn't insult your intelligence at saying you couldn't do them yourself.
Yeah. You have a look.
I thought it would be more expedient than it was.
Dark filter uploading.
Dark side filter.
Dark. Ooh. How does this look? Ooh, that does look good, actually.
Yes.
That looks quite nicely.
It's such a simple thing.
Okay, let's roll what happens first. Ah, yes. Sabutai. During the night,
Yes.
you are awoken by a strange noise. Almost like a rustling sound.
Instinctively, I reach for my bayonet.
God, it's the most
You never know.
nonsense. And your mind is
Carefully
kind of... Yeah, go on.
Yeah. I'll carefully shine a flashlight under the bed.
There's nothing under the bed aside from monster energy cancelers.
Ah, he's relieved.
Perhaps one of them did rattle around, you noticed. That might have been the sound you heard. And as you kind of groggily come out of your, fugued sleep, a sort of memory pops up in your mind. Is there anyone in Sabutai's past that died that was close to him?
Is there anyone that didn't?
A lot of people have died.
A lot of people. Okay, that's interesting.
Like, probably a lot of his, compatriots, or, his comrades in arms.
Well,
There's a reason he's one of the only members of the Blood Pact that's, actually around currently.
I'm imagining it's like that river in Metal Gear Solid. We see all the guys who killed.
yes.
See, the flip side of that is me going, you look under the bed, the monster there goes, hey, it wasn't me.
I didn't notice it.
As you look over, you notice something is watching you at the other end of the room. A rather spooky looking figure. How do I make it? Is it Z?
Shift Z and then click, I believe.
Ah, yes. There we go.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, alright.
Oh, fun.
Hey,
It's-
salad fingers.
Yeah. Imagine that there's a few of these figures around the room.
Do I have to?
Oh, yeah.
Make an awareness test, Sabutai, as you gaze upon these spooky figures and apparitions.
Alright. Awareness.
Yes.
1 degree of failure.
You fail to recognize any of them.
That's my purse, I don't know you!
Yes.
There's too many of them.
Yeah. As one of them gets close, he's just gonna lunge at the figure with his bayonet.
Okay, you can make a weapon skill test, yeah, try and hit them.
Yes.
My concern now is that it's going to be effective.
All he knows is aggression.
Yes.
I think it's actually worse if it is effective.
Yeah. You swing your bayonet in some quick strikes. You basically part some of the figures, and you notice that they kind of slash open and the smoke sort of parts as your blades swing through. But they don't seem to have dissipated fully, but they do seem to have kind of weakened their forms a bit, and they just kind of move back slightly, but they don't actually, like, leave or anything like that. But they just continue to look at you.
Ghastly apparitions. This is what happens when I'm off the medicine.
One of the voices whispers, "I know you, Sabutai. Are you still on the drugs?"
Forgot to take my dose today.
Ah,
I'm not in a good mood.
maybe that's why we can approach you. Do you remember us?
Sabotai will try to remember.
Yeah, make some kind of test, like a lore or intelligence, something like that.
Actually, I'll roll common law Sabbath worlds. That might be appropriate.
Plus 20.
And he's doing that.
Oh shit! So with an extra 2 degrees of, or a plus 20, that's 5 degrees of success. So yes, he does.
You start, as you start to kind of focus a bit more and calm down very slightly, you recognize that a few of these figures appear to be old soldiers you fought with in your units during the Crusades.
Oh.
And one or two of them are even people from your tribe long ago back home. Like friends you grew up with that have long since passed away.
In that case, he noticeably, like, sort of eases his posture as he just sort of stands a bit more upright.
Yeah. They just kind of settle down a bit on the bed. How are you feeling, Han Sabutai?
I need my drugs. He's like, but it's been a while. Hazy, for the most part.
Shame you still rely on them. Do you not feel as a warrior you could function without the narcotics fueling you?
Those inhalers have gotten me out of many sticky fights. They've gotten me to push through many things. Unimaginable anguish, time and time again. I don't like it, but it works.
But you only use them during the heat of combat moments, when needed.
For the most part, yes.
The ghosts seem to kind of nod in understanding, and you get the sense that they accept what you're saying and don't seem to disagree with your assessment too much, and just say, that is a good path to take. Ideally, you should wean yourself off from such dependencies, but times are tough for all of
Listen,
us.
I could stop whenever I want. I don't need this right now. He says as he's just sort of like rubbing the bridge of his nose.
Yeah. One of the younger ones says, "Do you think you could have saved us?"
Father time comes for us all. I've been fortunate enough to make it this far. Most of you, well, all of you haven't. But in time I'll join you, I suppose.
Make me some kind of fellowship test of some description, wherever you feels appropriate.
Alright.
I'll give you a plus 20 actually too as well. So.
Let me look through them. I'd be tempted to use command, but he's not really trying to command.
Yeah. You can use it if you want and add something to, like, be authoritative, maybe. But
I guess, yeah, he's just trying to speak, like, more authoritatively to them, like they're a crowd, because, well, they are just a crowd just standing around his bed.
Yeah, harassing him, getting him, he can't sleep.
Gotta lay off the drugs! It's pretty dire when, ghosts or potential demons are, like, concerned about your drug use.
Yeah.
Alright, still plus 20?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah,
When a bloodthirster just takes you on the shoulder and just says,
interestingly enough,
"You need to get off the juice."
the ghosts seem almost happy with your, confidence and words. Say, well, like one of them say, well, at least you seem somewhat contented with your path.
Well, of course, I wish I could have saved more of you in time, but we all die eventually.
Yeah,
One life saved is just a death the next week.
yeah,
There's a reason there ain't many left in the Blood Pact.
they kind of nod sagely and seem very accepting of your rationale and stuff. And they just say, "Do you have anything you wish to ask of us?"
What lies ahead? What can I expect in the months to come?
Let me roll a test for them, actually. Bro. They don't know much, apparently. One of the older ones just kind of sighs and says, "More blood, more carnage. In this galaxy, there's little but war for most of us. I have a unfortunate feeling that you may join us sooner than we would like, but the nature of us in the Blood Pact. As long as we serve our kin and our lords, all is good."
I've consigned myself to death the day I made that oath, so I've come to terms with it. There's always more carnage. I suppose there's solace in that.
Certainly.
I guess. Always more fighting.
You kind of just nod and acquiesce to what you're saying, and you it is time for us to leave. Farewell, Sabotai Han. Hopefully you don't come to join us too soon. Farewell for now.
No. I thank you. Now, be at rest, and I'll do the same.
Yep.
He says as he rolls over in bed and he's just like scratching his neck. He's like, "Man, I need that dose. I need that dose."
Make me a willpower test plus 30.
Okay.
Alright, I've finished decorating my room.
The solemn, deep chat you had with the ghosts seems to have calmed and settled your mind and given you a new resolution towards the future, and you notice the itch on your neck seems to have subsided quite a bit. You find it easier to sleep after that, weirdly enough.
Hell yeah.
So yes, the ghosts have made things better in a weird way.
Overall, a nice trip.
Yes.
The ghosts of drug past.
Before he yes. Before he descends into unconsciousness again, he just sort of thinks to himself, "By the Emperor, I'm happy I'm not one of the eaters of cities. That must be terrible." Then he just falls asleep.
Amazing. Ziv,
Indeed.
as you sleep, you know you are stirred by a fluttering next to your bed.
Well, hello, Lord Kenny.
And he kind of boops your snoot. Very gently.
I am blessed.
Yes.
What stirs you, my friend?
And you are... Kenny directs your attention to something you just noticed in the gloom of your room. Oh. Spooky!
Hello there.
Make me an awareness chest at +10.
Yes, sir. Bada bling.
It takes a while to be in the light. Well, actually, you've got like... Are you just wearing your fucking armor? I'm guessing you're not wearing your armor because you're fucking, like, sleeping for the night, so...
Yeah, true.
It kind of seems stupid to wear your... I wear my Terminator armor when I go to bed.
Yeah, he wouldn't be doing that quite so much.
No.
Especially not after he just polished it.
Especially when you're off duty on the ship, yeah, it doesn't really make sense, so... Yeah, no, your eyes... Don't you have a Chaos Eye or some shit, or is that someone else that has that mutation?
I do have a Chaos Eye.
Okay, I probably shouldn't have had you test then, you just immediately recognize what it is, like, because kind of what the eye does.
Yeah.
You recognize it immediately, well, very quickly, as your long-dead sister.
Huh.
Amalia.
Yes, brother. And it just sits down on the bed with you and kind of has a slight faint smile. How have you
It's
been?
so long. It's not been easy. Since you passed.
So, did she die before you got captured by the word bearers, like a while ago?
That is correct.
Is she in the military as well?
No. She would not have survived to be part of the military. Let's just say she died as a child.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yes.
That's pretty grimdark. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of looks and goes, yes, I can tell it hasn't been easy on you. Been through so much. She kind of, her eyes kind of well up a little bit as she starts looking at you more closely and seems kind of sad. What happened to you?
I'm not the same boy I was. To put it that way.
It's just a man with one eye.
In many, many ways.
Fucking hell.
Physical and mental.
I see. Did the Dark Ones take you?
Oh, yes. But maybe that was for the better. I mean, I've never really forgiven the Administratum or the Officio Medicae for refusing your treatment.
I
At least
understand.
now I can bring them justice. Or something.
Perhaps, but
Maybe I deserved justice.
is that really what you want, Ziv? Bring vengeance upon the wall?
I don't know. I don't really know anymore. I just know I can't let them go unpunished, can I?
I honestly don't know, Ziv. It's a difficult question to ask. I fear that you can't really walk away from this path. You've already been taken in with the Dark Ones. The Imperium and the Emperor's Light wouldn't, I don't know if they would accept you back the way you are now.
Having seen what I've seen, I don't know if I even want the Emperor's Light.
You just see tears kind of just welling up her eyes now as she kind of just seems sad.
I'm
You see
sorry
her,
it ended like this.
she just kind of sobs a little bit quietly on the bed. Like, and she eventually kind of composes herself a little bit. So, what are you going to do now?
Honestly, what I wanted most was to say goodbye before I find out where this journey leads.
I can do that for you at least. I'm disappointed that it's going to be difficult for you to find measure of peace to some degree. She just kind of hugs you and sort of, well, she doesn't like fully hug you because she's like incorporeal, but she kind of just leans her head kind of on your shoulder as a sort of half hug kind of thingy.
So he's gonna try to hug her back.
Oh, there you go.
You know, they can do a lot of things with chaos. Sometimes I wonder if they could bring you back.
Right? How? How could they do that?
I'm not sure yet. The Dark Elder have some methods, though morbid. But then I'll have to consider more options. It's quite morbid. Wouldn't do you justice.
I see. Well, I suppose I will either meet you in the far future when you eventually pass over to the Materium, Journey's End, or you find some way to bring me back. She just looks very skeptical of this idea and seems almost dismissive of it. So there is make an awareness test.
Yes, sir.
I'll factor in bonuses by end.
Oof.
You know what, just with the Eye of Chaos, you see there's a small sort of, out of the corner of her eye, there is like a curiosity to what you've said, that she could be brought back. Very small curiosity, but she doesn't seem definitively set on it. There's a small inkling in her expression. And she just says, "Before I leave, do you wish to ask me anything?"
Do you wish to come back?
Kind of pauses for a fairly long moment, says, "I will let you decide that, Brother Ziv. I genuinely do not know myself it would be any better for me to come back, but if you wish to try it, so be it."
Only if I know it wouldn't be against your wishes.
It would not be against my wishes, no. Curious if
Then
this
I
could
shall
be
try.
done. Kind of smiles a little bit, and just kind of bows and waves to you. So
Until
then,
next time.
farewell. Oof. And the boss sits back here and just kind of rests with you. Make a willpower test.
Ooh, fair enough. Just a moment. There we are. Oof.
You manage to mostly get to sleep, but you do still have some troubled dreams and fits and wake up a little bit now and again. You manage to mostly get back to sleep.
Nice. He's stirring because he's thinking about the Officer Medicaid.
Johanna! Are you asleep or like in a fugue drug-like state?
Haze is possibly the word.
Haze. Yeah.
Johanna is probably mostly asleep, but she's definitely very high. Do you like the room I've made, by the way?
Yes, very appropriate. I do enjoy it. The laugh bird.
I even included the bird.
Oh, nice. There you go.
She still has nightmares about the one time about the fucking Shinsian demon that was in her head.
Ah, yes.
Who hasn't had that?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you haven't? Oh.
I mean,
Okay, because of your haze-like state, it takes you a little while to notice presence in the room. Until it's kissing you on the forehead.
Oh.
Says, Johanna, my love. Make an awareness check.
Hold
Would
up,
it be
are you
alright to use-
shagging Zint?
Would it be alright to use Cynicians?
Yes, you can do that too.
Okay. I think it's only 10. Bruh.
It
What?
takes you. Oh, God. Sorry.
I blame it on the drugs.
Yeah. It takes you a long while to recognize, but then finally, as you look into the face, you go, "Oh yeah, that was my husband." I forgot what his name was. Did we give him a name?
I don't know if I have wrote it down,
I'll
but
call
I
him
think
Victor or
I
whatever
named.
his like band name was, family name was. So, yeah,
Sure.
yes, Victor.
Uh,
And,
Victor?
you recognize me?
Hmm, I never forget your face.
Kind of nods.
Though,
Hmm.
it's supposed to be in pieces.
Yeah, how did he die? Did he like explode into chunks?
So the way that I wrote it up left it a little ambiguous, but my idea for it was that his head literally exploded
Oh, pretty grim
with
dark and
psychic energy.
yeah. You do notice that like corners of his face seem like scarred, like as though they did come together in pieces, basically at some point.
Still in a bit of a fugue state, she looks up at him and goes,
I. Victor?
Yes,
Why?
I really regret that we could not have our marriage together. Kind of seems genuinely sad.
It's not your fault. It's mine. Mine.
He kind of puts his hand on your shoulder and is like, I suppose this was ordained by fate or something. An awakening is a traumatic experience for many, I assume.
Oh, sure. I haven't forgotten you, you know? Even after. I don't know. Living out here in the stars has made it really hard to know how much time passes. But I never forgot our night together. And I never forgot how it ended.
as she, in her fugue-like state, kind of puts a hand in front of his ghost-like face and just kind of makes a like opening hand motion as she says,
Boom.
Bro. No, he kind of smiles a little bit as you kind of bring the happy memories and the bad memories at the same time.
yeah.
And just kind of sort of nods a bit. It's like, I just came here to try and see how you were doing, I suppose. I regret that we couldn't spend a full life together on McConnell. But
Oh, that would have been good. But don't worry, I'm doing great. I'm so powerful now. I can make people do anything.
really, suppose that would fit with your powers. My family did things with money and influence. Seems your way is much simpler, and I suppose.
Mhm. Nobody's telling me what to do anymore. Though I guess it was because I was told what to do that we met, right?
You know I truly cared for you, right? It wasn't just some marriage for me that was arranged. I really thought we could be something great together.
She looks towards him.
I'm sure you would have done something great. I was always just a pretty face. Stupid Johanna. Silly Johanna. You can't do this. You can't do that. You'll never manage any of it. You're too dumb. Right?
She says, showing a little bit of anger in her face for the first time, like, ever.
He kind of nods and kind of goes, I did hear such mutterings from your servants, mine as well, but I always thought they were foolish. They couldn't see who you really were. And he kind of just smiles warmly at, like, appreciating, and in a weird way, you get the sense that he, despite the fact that you killed him, which makes him pretty depressed and sad, he's kind of weirdly seems somewhat happy that you've become so powerful in a way. Like, he kind of seems happy that you've sort of risen above what the expected station was, even if it's twisted and chaotic.
Yeah. Smiles at that, genuinely, as she kind of like... She lowers that sort of aloof kind of demeanor she usually has. She tries to focus a bit and says,
I'm glad to know it. That you cared for me.
Yeah, he kind of just... Yeah, go on.
I didn't want it to end the way it did. I really wanted to be with you too. Even if it was only as a pretty face, you were kind to me.
He just smiles and is like, I'm glad I got to see you like this one more time. I feel like your path, as troubled as it has been at times, is going to be a good one for you in the future.
Smiles as she says,
I'm going home, you know. I'm on my way there now.
He smiles broadly at this.
I'm going to show everyone what I've become.
He just...
Do you think...
Yeah, no, he just keeps smiles and is like, I know you will, love. And he, like, leans in and, like, kisses you even though you're incorporeal, but you still kind of... You're like super powerful psyker, so you kind of do feel something
also
quite
Damon.
strong for it. Yes! So it kind of works for you, so...
Do you think...
She stops herself as she looks towards... She looks towards a bit of towards a bit of broken glass on her table. And then looks back to him and says,
Do you think they'll accept me? Finally? Now that I'm powerful, now that I have people following me, now that I'm so stressed I can barely breathe.
He kind of ponders this for a minute and thinks, I suspect some of your family may be willing to accept you. Others probably not. Unfortunately, I think your father would reject you. Your mother, perhaps. One of your brothers, maybe. The rest of them, I don't know. been a while since I've seen them, as you can imagine, my state.
Yes.
She looks down at her hands.
Then, Victor,
Mm-hmm.
She looks up at him.
should I make them love me?
I'm gonna make him roll a test.
Mm-hmm. Oof.
He kind of just smiles and says, "Do whatever your heart desires, my love. You have to make them, so be it. Do your will and desire to the fullest." And yeah, he smiles and
Thank
kisses you again on the cheek.
Thank you, my love.
She will embrace him to the best of her ability.
Yep. I don't have much time. It's a shame I couldn't stay the night with you, but perhaps we will have time again in the future.
I hope so. One day, maybe if I one day stand next to the prince themselves, would you want to stand next to me?
I would love to, my love, and be honored if that were possible.
And that is what I will seek.
Hmm.
Farewell, my love, and know that I'm truly sorry.
Farewell, Lady Everett. Oof. There you go. Make a willpower test. See if you can sleep.
Yep.
It'd be funny if you
I'm
fail
gonna
this,
take
to be
more
honest.
I'm gonna take more drugs. Holy shit.
Yep. My...
Failed.
Whoa! Bruh. Failed.
I don't think I have any special bonuses to just willpower tests. So
No,
yeah,
that's
that's it.
the crazy thing, yeah, because it's not psychic. You get some sleep, but
Just-
your emotions and the few Ks of the drugs is keeping you rather restless throughout most of the night.
I mean, she's remembering that night the
Yeah,
entire time. There's a
that's
very
true.
large amount of emotions going through her.
Aye. Alright. Dog,
I
you're in bed. Sleeping.
feel like this is gonna be more difficult for me.
Maybe.
All I'm thinking of though the whole time is just the Mad Max Fury Road. You let us die, Max. You let us die.
Oh shit. Does Jane have her own quarters, or does she just, like, bunk in with you?
I assume so. It wasn't part of this set.
That's
Maybe
fine.
you get Jane's ghosts.
I don't think Jane's dead yet.
No.
It
Her
was
ghost.
alive last time we played it.
Alright.
That would have been terrible.
Okay. You hear a loud clang, as it sounds like one of your weights has fallen on the floor.
How odd.
And you kind of stir up a little bit. Make an awareness test to see if you can see.
Let's see if I can find the awareness.
Bro.
Alphabetical.
See, what do you get? Lamau. You don't notice it until it's right next to the foot of your bed. Boo.
Congrats, you get a jump scare.
Yes, you literally get a jump scare from a horror game in your face.
I don't even know if I can be jump scared.
I don't think you can, because you called Fear too, so yeah. You're just like, what the
Well,
fuck are you?
it's not that, it's all the cybernetics.
Yeah, maybe as well. What the fuck?
You know, I
Yes.
can't remember if I have the thing where I don't actually need to sleep or not.
Okay. You just hear a voice say, Ashula. Did your character have anyone close to them that died at some point?
Not really. That's sort of the weakness of my very flimsy backstory.
Interesting.
Is the I am the mutant, basically possibly from this world.
Yeah.
versus all of the people who are the acceptable mutants.
Yes. So basically no real family that you know or care about.
No.
I mean, there's someone you care you theoretically cared about that died yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
We'll be meta about it, yeah.
I mean,
Confronted by
technically,
yourself.
Ursula did die.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know. Work with that. Work with that if you want.
I'm fine with that, yeah. Like, how are you feeling? The voice just goes.
I do not feel very much of the time.
Is it all the enhancements? Or is it your soul? Or both?
A little from column A, a little from column B. Who are you?
I am you, everyone, the universe, whatever you want me to be.
That sounds unnecessarily complicated.
You can make it as simple or complicated as you like.
I would like to be asleep.
That can happen too, but I do want to know if you are happy with yourself and your path. Have you thought about it at all?
I am not unhappy. I am alive. I have comrades. I am in position of respected authority. Things are pretty good considering where I started.
The entity just kind of nods and, agreement, like, where do you see your end goal? Where does your journey end with?
I hope to not know about it, and it will be very quick.
I see. No ambition, just do keep doing what you're doing.
I enjoy what I am doing. I do the things I like. It's every day is a little different. Things are not boring, and I am alive. This is a great improvement over how things used to be.
Well, survival. That is respectable in a way.
Well, when survival has been the only thing, it becomes comfy.
Yes.
You keep going, and you enjoy the fact of this, but a goal is not really my choice anymore. I am bound to this vessel, to this crew. I am somewhat not at liberty, as it were, in that I am a part of a greater collective.
Do you think
I hope to not die suddenly. However, life is fine. It is best not to get too deep into these things when you are in my profession and physical state. People around you die all the time, sometimes at your own hand, but if you get hung up on every single thing, well, you will be there dangling all day.
Do you think, Ursula, that there was a moment in time where you could have had a different path? Maybe you weren't born a mutant. Maybe you didn't become a tech heresy. Maybe you served in a branch of the Imperium or served elsewhere in space. Do you think this was possible?
Maybe the mayhaws are irrelevant. That is not what is happening.
A realist and a materialist. Interesting. I suppose that makes sense.
Why should I daydream about a reality that cannot be? Will that make it happen? I would hope not. It would be very untidy.
But what if it could happen, Ursula? What if
Then I would not be me. There would be nothing of me left. It would just, I may still have the same name. I may still have some characteristics, but it would not be me. The divergence would be too far back. I could meet myself and not even notice.
Say it were possible.
I am who I am because of how I got to today.
I see.
To change that would be to change everything.
I
You
see.
could wipe my memory and put me down, and I would not know. How would I know? I am not this possible other person. I am this person. I ask again, why are you in my dreams?
I was simply rather curious to know how you were thinking right now. It's sometimes hard for people such as myself to reach to mortals. Let me find the
Mortals? Have you have told me what has happened to me. You know that this is not the case. I am part demon and part machine. This is just how it is. I will probably be alive for a long time. I hope to be enjoying this because I have been given gifts by too many people that I cannot repay the kindness of. So I will seek to do their bidding in some minor ways that are beneficial to my friends.
the bird nods at that question. Yeah, the figure just shifts into the bird as you kind of ask the question what it is. It just decides to draw the pretense for a bit.
I broke it. Nice.
Yeah. And you see, he just figures, so even if I gave you the opportunity to change who you were or what you're doing, you still wouldn't take the offer.
How would I know? Would you leave me with my memories? Then that would not be a new person. You would just be twisting reality into something it cannot be.
It is
You know?
within my power to do such things, if you desire it.
No, why would I want that? That would be like taking Mighty Cat of Jungle and putting it in little color and making it, you know what, foot tall. And keeping it with the memories of the tiger. It will not understand. It will not be able to deal with this. It may be comfortable, it may be happy, but it will not be the tiger.
He really
I
seems
did not believe I
enthralled
would
by
have
what
to
you're
argue
saying.
philosophy with some kind of bird.
The crow just seems rather enthralled by your arguments that you're saying. Because he's literally offering you anything you want, and you're like, nah, that's gay and boring. Fuck stupid.
What are you going to do? Offer me weapons? Prestige? I do not want these things. I have them already. There are too many.
Wow.
I am happy. I continue doing what I do. I get better slowly day by mine own actions. No one else comes over and goes, hey, Ursula, we're gonna make you better now. For reasons.
Yeah.
There will not be side effect. There will not be catch. Honest? As if you believe this. No, if you do something for me, I will have to repay you, and do I repay you with my me? Do you just take me on as his slave and go, you be little house cat.
Well,
go on, go be little house cat, go be happy and play with string.
there is something you could do to repay me, but you'll know it's in the future, and I will inform you of when it arrives. You can decide for yourself if you wish to grant it to me. And in return, I can grant you absolutely anything you desire. No limits. But I see that you need rest, so...
You know what? I will take you up on your offer. Could you please leave me to sleep?
Of course. That's what you desire, that's what you shall have. Caca! He just poofs away out the door. Make a willpower test, see if you can fucking sleep after all that.
Go for it. Willpower. Success!
You feel really
I didn't
contented
realize-
telling the crow to basically more or less fuck off, and you manage to sleep very soundly the rest of the night. I'm just
Interesting that Ursula is a communist.
gonna...
Damn, man.
the mouth. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quickly and get some more water, so all your characters wake up in the morning and you're all freaked out, and I guess you'll stumble out and discuss what happened in the night. I'll be right back.
Well, that was.
I'm wondering if Sabotai Han comes out and looks to Johanna. Hey, you got some of them drugs?
How much drugs you got?
Johanna walks out the door, and she's right next to Sid, so they probably walk out around the same time. And she goes,
Oh, I had the strangest trip last night. It was great, but also kind of bad.
Wait. What did you see? Did you see something particular? Because I
Just
saw
my
something
dead-
particular tonight.
just my dead husband. He came to say he loved me.
Really? What a coincidence. I saw my dead sister.
Oh, you have a dead sister?
Yes, I don't really like to talk about it much.
Understandable.
But yeah.
I also had interrupted sleep, but it was some annoying bird.
A bird?
Oh God! Don't tell me that you also dream about the birds of Sinch.
Oh, dear.
There, octopus. Anyway, dead sister? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That must have been like terrible.
Oh, it's been a while, but life goes on. Just things a lot more once the same administration that let her die also kind of sends you to a suicide mission. That wasn't fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I am back.
I'm gonna be very happy if we can make it to Cadia for the raising.
You want some drugs?
Yeah, you know what? I think I might need some drugs.
The morning
Last
drug.
night stirred up some bad feelings, old hatreds.
Johanna will provide you whatever drugs you want.
What do you got to calm somebody down and not make a whole mess?
She is going to give you some what is it called again? It is
Obscura?
Obscura.
Oh,
She's
fair.
going to say,
There you go. This'll let you calm down a bit. Just be careful though. Once it runs out, you're gonna have like a down period, and you're gonna bounce back. It'll be great.
What kind of down? Am I gonna be psychotic, or am I just gonna be
No.
depressed?
Nah, like most people don't go psychotic. Like you're just gonna be sad for a little bit, and then you'll be better. But that's after that's afterwards. Because first you're going to be like, "That's a great feeling." Trust me. First it's a great feeling, then you're sad, and then you feel better.
I suppose. Yeah. Okay, give it here.
Here you go.
as you give some
Thank
smoke
you.
there.
Thank you, Joanna.
Yeah, I'm welcome. You're like my best buddy, so I gotta look out for you.
Ah, you're my best buddy too, you know.
Very wholesome after the
Solidarity.
spooky night.
Yeah. Solidarity to a solidarity between the agents of the gods that hate each other.
Yep.
Right.
Wait, is Ancient Corner here?
Oh shit.
Hello,
After
Han.
I need drugs.
Is Sabotai Han looking for drugs? Because he just witnessed Johanna giving Civ some obscura.
He will, in fact, go to request drugs.
oh amazing.
Oh yeah, sure. Here you go. You want obscura or something harder?
Just a bit of friend zone.
Oh, friends.
Getting
Yeah,
friends
I
You're
got.
in that kind of mood, eh?
I tend to microdose it. It just makes me angry.
Oh, that's really cool. I never microdosed it before. Anyway, here you go.
That's just going to hand you five doses of friend zone. Because in my room I have a crate of 30 that I got at some point.
Yeah.
He carefully partitions out the different
I mean,
amounts, and then he takes a small amount and he just goes fucking liberals.
bro.
Just quietly seething to himself, but he seems relieved at the same
I
time.
mean, imagine the Johannites cult just have a Walter White meth lab somewhere cooking all the different
Yeah,
drugs
like
up.
the entire idea of the cult at this point is that Johanna is is like a drug emperor.
Yeah. Let's cook some fucking meth. Alright.
Anything you need, she got it. Anything you need, she got it.
So, after another week, you finally arrive. Let's see if the sound works this time.
Oh shit!
Oh, it worked. Okay. I kind of love that sound effect.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So that was 2 weeks in the warp,
3 weeks in total.
bro.
She kind of fucked up her tests, and it took 3 times the length it would normally. So yeah.
Damn, if she was a navigator, she would be getting whipped.
Yeah. She rolled really good on her final test, so you arrived accurately in the right system at least. So, let me just find the right map. Ah, yes.
Fine.
Yeah, where we turn right at Ophelia, we should have turned left.
There you go. Arrive
Okay.
in system near Macon Secundus.
Actually, Sabotai will request Johanna provide him with a specific drug.
Yep.
It's called Barrage.
Barrage.
It is of rare availability.
Okay. Yeah, she definitely provides that.
It's it's in the Tome of Excess. Basically, it just for a few rounds it gives you absolutely superhuman strength.
Oh yeah, she's gonna let me see. I'm gonna make an infamy test to acquire it.
Nice.
I get plus how much at this point? Let's see, it's 10 from there, 10 then 10 from there. Holy shit. Okay. What, bro? All right. If this fails, I'm calling foul. So I have 110 on acquiring things now.
Amazing.
Gosh darn.
You just have to crit fail to fail and all.
As she goes,
I haven't got anything on me. One moment. Yalich.
as a fucking dude just comes up from the floor as he passes through the walls, going, "Yes, my lady."
Give this man some barrage.
As he then goes, as he leaves and brings back barrage.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Johanna. You are one of the good ones.
She is
I
the
know.
best one.
I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it.
Lamau.
So, 1 dose of the barrage.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Technically, you're supposed to roll for how many doses I get, but I don't think we're gonna do that.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to having more than 1 dose.
Alright.
As an avid drug
that was-
user.
That was an acquisition test. You wanna That was technically an acquisition test. You wanna roll for it, Stu?
Oh shit. Wait, what am I supposed to roll for this? Yeah, sorry.
I mean, no, there's rules for acquisition, right?
Right. Okay. What were you trying? It was the drug. How many doses was it?
I was technically only one, but as many as possible, I guess.
I'll say you
Preferably
get a crate of like 10 doses. for that
Oh
roll.
shit!
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Yalish informs you that they had recently made a batch. Here you
Yeah.
go.
Made a single
His eyes
batch.
widen.
Yeah.
You can have all 10.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
Really nice. Sure.
Playing as Chaos Worshippers is just a power fantasy game.
I have drugs. So many drugs.
I am happy.
I can kill
Sorry,
a lot of people.
I'm making fun of the Fallout Frontier devs because they were asked, "Oh, can we play
yeah.
Enclave in this mod?" And they said no, and he's just like, "Playing the Enclave, you know, it's just a power fantasy. So we didn't really want to do that." And I'm like, "Bro, that's not fun though." Like, come on.
Yeah. So, for people who don't know, by the way, the barrage drug, it lasts for a number of rounds equal to your toughness bonus. After which you are stunned for D5 rounds.
Right.
But while you're under the influence, you get a natural strength 5 and a natural toughness 5.
That's pretty insane.
I did actually see that in Black Crusade. Just building a drug maniac is a very viable build.
Yeah, Sabotai is a drug maniac.
A drug weeb. I am fueled by honor and biochemicals.
This powder I folded 1,000 times.
Like fucking one of my favorites is Manic, which is just add plus 30 to willpower test, ignore fatigue, and cannot be stunned or pinned for 3d10 minutes.
Hell yeah.
My father's syringe was folded 1 billion times by the greatest
It was
postmasters.
mixed 1,000 times in the bullet.
My liver was boiled in the fires of drug war.
This weed was rolled 1,000 times in the dankest of caves.
1,000 blunt rolling. The dankest of
By the
kush.
finest and dankest rollers.
It was harvested from Nurgle's garden.
Yes. Nobunaga's weed gun.
That's how you know you're gonna have. That's gonna hit hard.
Yeah.
It's definitely smelling hard at least.
God damn. Alright. Okay, so after all this is done, Diller informs you that you are in system and slowly vectoring towards McConnell Secundus.
Good. So, like, we're just going to hail, like, the loyalists there and tell them about the whole, we are here, sent by Inquisitor, yada yada. Or just Inquisitor, whatever.
Sure.
Why tell them anything? We just go on planets with a lander. And if they ask, we tell them.
Oh, right, that's a good plan.
If there's one thing you learn in the military, tell them as little as possible.
Good point.
And only provide information when asked.
So,
That is a good point. You don't mention things unprompted. Especially, no, this wouldn't be a hostile territory. But you would be convinced that you have authority over them, and you're more important. Especially if you're an Inquisitor.
True. Sorry, I'm not very used to not caring about people.
As you get closer, prospects show that as you approach Secundus, some ships are nearby. There seems to be a Dauntless-class ship and 2 frigates. And Dillard reports that they seem to have spotted you as well and are vectoring towards you.
Dillard, could you check something before anything else?
Yes, ma'am?
How difficult would it be to, like, just crush them?
if a fight started?
Kinda mulls it over and goes, "We got really lucky, ma'am, and our crew's pretty well trained. We could probably take out one or two of their frigates. That cruiser might be difficult. It's pretty much a match for us. I'm confident we could win a fight with some good maneuvering, but it might be costly on us. I'd rather avoid it if possible."
Yes, I reckon cooler heads should prevail here. We should act as arrogant as possible and tell them to step away. Because we're an inquisitor, I guess.
In that case, we probably just move by them and only respond when hailed. But
That's
not
all
too
we
soon.
Yes, if they get in our way, we hail them, I reckon, and tell them, "You're in my way. Get the fuck out."
As they get closer, there's an incoming message from the ships.
Wait a little. So let's just continue advancing for just a few moments.
Oh, so you're gonna ignore the message for a minute?
We might want to see what the message contains before ignoring it.
Yeah, you can read it
Well,
without.
are we
Yeah.
able to listen to the message without telling them that we've opened comms?
Yes, you can indeed
All right.
listen to the message, though.
Then we will listen.
Alright.
We're looking at the notification. We're not clicking on it.
The
Yep.
message
We'll leave them on red.
comes through, and because you're close enough, it's a video message, even fancier. And a well-groomed man on the bridge addresses you and goes, Red Sun, this is Captain Talan of the, let me find the fucking name of this place. Of the Intrepid, cruiser for the Izanad Defense Fleet. Please identify and state your intentions.
I mean, should we respond? And if so, should we just respond in inquisitorial business? Mind yourself.
Yes.
I think I know a response.
As Johan will put on her mask.
I would suggest just saying we are on the Emperor's business, and then send them, a picture of the rosette.
Yes, that is also fair.
Johanna will find the rosette and put it on her clothing. And she just says,
Here, I'll handle it.
as she'll basically make Dillard set up the video call thing.
Yep.
The video walks. As she will simply have a video message of,
We are here on the Emperor's business. Mind yourself.
and that will be it. Would you like me to make a charm or something?
Yeah,
Well,
make charm, deceive, intimidate. Actually, probably be deceive, honestly.
We'll do deceive.
Yeah.
The most dismissive and professional we've seen Johanna. I love it.
Okay.
That's 9.
I'm gonna
Nice.
presume that, like, the techs and you all came up with, like, credentials that you could transmit as well, like fake inquisitorial
Yeah.
credentials somehow.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't stand up
Yeah.
to scrutiny, but they work for just passing through areas and stuff, so... so you
Yep.
transmit that. The captain, after a few moments, responds. Ah, apologies, Lady Inquisitor, if I may be so bold. What? Pardon us, but may we inquire as to what your business is on Colonel Secundus? If you can't answer, no problem.
She will
Leave him on
simply
red.
No. She will respond with simply,
You may not.
Okay. After a moment, they respond as, Understood, Lady Inquisitor. If you wish, you may berth at these coordinates and he basically says, stern coordinates, Alcan's station. Like, we can inform the government of your arrival if required, or you can arrive incognito, whichever you prefer. Please inform.
incognito is probably best for now.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks them for
as
the
she will
offer.
say, as she will simply say,
Tell no one of our arrival.
They respond, "Understood, ma'am. Emperor guide you in your ways." And they just kind of move onwards.
they receive no response.
Yep, that seems appropriate. Yep.
Nice.
The Houthi Inquisitors. They carry on their little patrol.
As Johanna will then go,
Oh, lads, I hate talking like that.
Do you
That
bark at
went
Falcon
fantastic.
Station?
Do you have any idea how tiring it is to look and talk like that for 3 weeks in a row?
Oh, what were you saying, Stu?
I presume you wish to berth at the station.
Suppose. Although we might want to be careful with our crew.
Yeah.
You can literally
So-
tell the station to that you don't want anyone coming aboard. You're keeping the ship quarantined
yeah.
for now or whatever.
I mean, we can
Yeah.
give them the
Long
very
story.
we give them the very inquisitorial warning of anyone who comes aboard the vessel may not come out.
Anyone who approaches the
We're
ship,
press ganging you.
Yeah.
anyone who approaches the ship will not live long.
Yeah.
We don't need to say that.
Basically.
We just says anyone who approaches the ship without being invited in may receive a very sudden and permanent invitation.
And we also don't want any of our crew making their way onto the station either.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah,
for
I feel like
maybe
having
very
done
subtle
fine
people.
them.
We'll tell everyone to mind their business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Urgathal Bloodgorger should maybe stay in the lower decks.
Or like
Yeah.
of his Holden blood.
They'll have their we'll just tell them they'll have their opportunity for bloodshed once we conquer the planet.
Alright. I presume you wish to take... I don't remember where you got this Valkyrie from. I think, was it the Iron Warriors you got it from, or was it the
I think
Imperial...
so.
Was the Imperial Navy's one? I can't remember where you got your Valkyrie from.
I think we got it at some point when we were doing an operation on the Iron Warriors planet.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
suppose we might have gotten it from them.
Yeah, I mean, you can
I
repaint
think you
it how
might
you
be
like,
right.
it's fine. So.
I don't remember, but I seem to remember we've got it dressed up at least in Imperial.
Yeah, I think it might have actually been in the season 1 with the Imperial Navy. I think they left it there.
If anything, I also remember that I specifically had acquired a Cestus boarding ram just in case as well.
Yeah.
Because I seem to remember we used that when we boarded the Mechanicus outpost,
Yeah.
didn't we?
Yeah,
I
you did.
believe so, yeah.
Hey yo, it's Mr. Shopman.
Yeah, he's just chilling out, his wheelchair, checking if you need anything before you go.
Yeah, loot crates.
$4.99.
Wheelin' dealin'.
I'm sure him and Johanna have become very, very closely acquainted ever since Johanna became famous enough to get whatever the fuck she wants.
Oh yeah, easily. I mean, he's happy. He gets paid somehow, eventually.
Don't
You
worry,
wanna-
my agents will be paying you.
It might be
Eventually.
that he just sells some of your drugs, honestly, on the side. So,
To be honest, yeah, probably.
no.
It's probably
for
through
him.
him Johanna is selling her drugs, her cult's drugs.
Yeah, he's just like, "Howdy there, fellas. You need anything before you depart?"
That is a good question.
I feel like it'd be specialist stuff for this trip. Purely because we're mostly covert. And I feel like anything too exciting would be messy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not saying
how about
no.
a Vox thief?
Ooh. Box thief.
That
Interesting
is
one.
clever.
I don't remember what it's called in this game. It might actually be called that.
I'm not sure if it's in the Black Crusade books. It might be in one of the...
Oh, Com
Yeah,
Leech.
Oh, Comleech, yeah, that's the name of it.
Tap into Vox signals, data transmissions. Advanced versions can copy broadcasts, allowing them to be hidden for later retrieval. That's pretty cool.
That is very useful.
A comm leech is very rare. Okay. A plus -10 acquisition test to have 1 comm leech, I guess.
Alright. You want me to do that?
Yeah,
Sure.
definitely.
Sure.
I do not have good infamy.
Okay.
Comparatively.
Well, first of all, I'll do the typical charm test to get a bonus.
Yeah. Lamau. Yeah.
Damage like that.
Just give me a wink.
I'll just say that makes a neutral test. There you go.
Needs. Alright.
See if he has one.
That will be like that.
You find 2 comm leeches. There you go.
Nice.
He had a box of them somewhere. Somehow. There you go. Or people in the crew were making a few. You know.
Nice.
Hobbies.
What the
Yeah, some like radio operator was just like messing with things.
Yeah.
Some Vox operator.
2 comm leeches. How much do they weigh, actually? 1 kilogram. Oh, not that heavy. Okay. It's just a little box, I guess.
Oh, another one that might actually be good. I know the Alpha Legion character had it, I believe, but a forgery kit.
Ah, the forgery kit. Those are
Yes.
exactly the same. You know what? The same task is...
But I believe I have one. I do.
Oh, perfect. Okay, lol.
Wow.
I have.
Nice.
I got it last time. We have to do something like this.
Excellent.
Do.
You
Alright.
know what? Do you have any screamers?
Dreamer Sunny.
You have to give a bit more context there.
Oh, basically they're like an alarm.
Okay, so not the Siege demons then.
Oh, no.
Let me see what I can find, Sunny. I'll see if either you or him can make a test to see if you find any.
Yes. Because they're fairly scarce.
They are indeed
Lovely.
scarce, yes. Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Wow. Gage himself doesn't find any, but you can attempt to find some screamers.
Let's give that a try.
You
Very
find 5
distinct,
screamers, is it?
Heck yeah.
I would like to ask for a drug.
Ooh, a drug. Looking for...
Well, you see, I've really gotten into like cannibalism recently. So I was wondering if you've got any sweetmeats.
Sweetmeats.
Sweetmeats, according to the Tome of
Oh, God.
Excess.
Yeah.
Sweetmeats are made from the harvested progenoid glands of captured loyalist space marines, deliberately removed prior to their death, carefully soaked in rare oils, and slowly roasted as the dying space marine watches. Such delicacies are sometimes seen as insulting to space marine legions desperate to use them for creating new members, but for true gourmets, this is of little concern. Each morsel consumed quenches a hearty appetite and grants the Regeneration 4 trait for 1d10 rounds.
Wow.
That's quite messed up.
Yep.
Well done.
I'm afraid I don't have anything like that, honey, but Mr. Winter did have some corpses of some marines, so he might have something like that he could spare.
Oh, we can make some.
Yes, a few, perhaps.
I read the description for sweetmeats once and just went like, damn, that is fucked up.
Yeah. Winter? has one sweetmeat for you that he's cooked up.
Oh, hell yes.
Yes.
Can I have it?
Indeed.
Do you know if you guys have a Lord Hailer?
Loud
That's
Loud
the
Hailer.
case.
A
Yeah,
Lord
Loud Hailer.
Hailer. Oh yeah. It is spelled like Lord, so yeah. A law. It's like sort of Lord Hailer, aye.
Yeah, it's got a bit of an accent to it.
Yeah, Lord Hailer. Fuck is it? A loud hailer. You can try
Yeah.
and acquire one, I guess. Go ahead.
I mean, if nobody has one, I reckon I'm gonna try to at least.
I
get
don't think
hold of
anyone
one.
has one, no.
I mean, roll up some cardboard.
It's
I
for some
mean,
reason it's a rare item as well. Like it's a megaphone.
Yeah, I'm thinking. You know what? Why not? We might need it. I'm thinking I'm gonna go for things that make a lot of noise or can disorient people if
So
we
who
have
is
to
that
use
then?
it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Fuck.
Ziv, somehow you failed to find a megaphone.
Man.
Very sad.
Not my bride. Not my proudest moment.
Oh. You do all have a bajillion fate points, I suppose. You can just...
True.
Oh, there is one thing I'd like to get.
Hmm.
Just a small thing that I'd kind of been forgetting about, but it would be pretty useful at this point.
Yep.
I'd like to get a backpack.
You just automatically get a
Understand.
backpack. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Preferably in the form of like a hip bag or something.
Yeah, you can get whatever kind of carrying bags you like, whatever fashion.
Okay.
Neat.
It might just be an England thing, but I believe traditionally drug dealers carry fanny packs
True.
Can easily
or bum
transport them.
bags, as they used to be called.
Right.
I mean, you wouldn't want some other drug dealer to snatch your wallet.
Snatch your phone.
Snatch your bum bag.
Yeah, fanny.
Aye, you're touching my funny funny.
What you got in your fanny pack? Eh? You got cash?
Fucking key, touching my funny.
Use your fanny.
Looks like your fanny's a bit thick. How about you hand it over?
Jesus
There
Christ.
you go.
Yeah.
Back to the memes. Yes.
Yeah.
You can acquire whatever packs you want.
Nice. I was noticing that I was carrying a lot of stuff and thought, it's about time I have something to carry this in.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah, you have to do a cyberpunk, guys, and buy your bags while on the planet and get into street fights. Guys!
I just you have one of those assistants where you just drop stuff into open air and they're expected to pick up or catch it.
Oh yeah. Could I have a las cutter as well?
A las cutter.
Seems pretty useful.
Yeah, you know what? Just make an infamy roll. See how well you can acquire one. With plus, I'll give you plus 10.
Cool.
Let's see. No.
I get told to fuck off.
Yes. Right. A las cutter. This is the med bay, fucker.
You don't
That's what I
amputate
look
people
for.
with them?
At the meat market?
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. I want to speak to your
Yeah,
supervisor.
I'll see if Gage has one as you cause a bunch of kerfuffle trying to find a las cutter.
Oh yeah, I'm
Bad
definitely
news.
making.
Bro!
No!
On a spaceship, no one seems to have a las cutter. What the fuck?
Nobody has a last cutter they can spare, I guess.
No
Yeah.
one's admitting to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know one. I know something. I know something I should get for you, Anna, while we're here. Can I acquire? Actually, do I have some? Let me just check that quick. Okay, can I acquire some torture tools?
Let's have a look.
Did they borrow?
No, acquire, I reckon.
Where is it? I'm gonna see if Winter has some for you.
They are rare.
Winter doesn't have any
Right.
spare, but you can try and source some yourself.
I will attempt to source some myself.
Maybe speak to the creepy people on the lower decks.
Hell yeah, I'll go to the creepy people. Those are my guys.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are you saying we're not the creepy people here?
Believe it or not, no.
There are even creepier
believe they've
people.
done this.
Alright, I'm gonna do a charm. Cool. And infamy.
Yep.
So that's like that. Bruh.
You find 10 torture tools.
I didn't. I imagine that's someone that she meets someone who knows Johanna, who just goes like, "I'm a big fan of your work. Here, have all of them." What?
Yeah, it's a
Fucking-
big work.
My
They have a
personal
big workshop full of
They're
different
just being like, oh
implements.
my god, Johanna has my tools, she's gonna use them on her next live stream. We'll see.
There you
Fuck. Okay, I guess I have 10 torture tools.
go. Yeah, you can dish them out to people or keep them spare somewhere.
Oh yeah. Are you good at interrogation, Han?
Let me see. Do I have the skill? I don't have interrogation,
You know-
but I do have a pretty decent willpower. I have a willpower of 60.
All right. In that case, you get an interrogation tool because it provides a +20, which negates the penalty.
Yippee!
Awesome.
Oh shit.
Alright.
You know, in this like edgy chaos evil campaign, you guys have never like tortured or interrogated people, really. To be honest, you mostly just killed
Yeah,
them.
The closest we ever got was the fucking Eldars getting freaked out by the one eye.
Yeah.
For the most part, though, we didn't torture them. We just made them uncomfortable in different ways.
You
Yeah.
just menaced them.
Hi there.
We gave them the big ick.
Big ick. Alright.
Actually, could I try to acquire the dust?
The D dust.
You want to try and become a demon as well?
Dorito dust.
No. It's not for me. It's if we have to poison someone.
Oh, nice.
What does it do
Yeah.
exactly?
Oh, it's. Let's just say it can turn you into a demon. It can give you mutations.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So it's just guaranteed corruption points
It is,
and the
yes.
mutations.
D-dust, first of all, is really funny because it's inhaled through the nostrils or rubbed into the gums, so it's literally cocaine. It's demon cocaine.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to also look for maybe like a cocaine equivalent.
Bro, have you read what Final Kiss does as a drug?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's fucking weird. Distilled from the last gasps of chaste imperial servants. As they are slowly suffocated, Final Kiss has the exquisite bouquet of despair and desperation. So it's a really edgy wine
Yeah.
that you don't get drunk off of, but it lets you, and it's not addictive. But it lets you reroll toughness tests for like a bunch
A
of
number of
hours.
hours equal to half your toughness bonus.
It's not bad.
It's
Yeah,
not
well-
bad. I just love, like, 'cause I was
It's very
reading that, I was
edgy.
like, is that the tears of incels? Like, what is that?
Yep.
Like, I guess chase doesn't mean incel necessarily. So. But bro, right.
okay.
I don't think there's anything else I want. I just want
Hmm.
to torture tools.
I'm gonna try to get that D-dust.
Get
And I
that
might have to contact Johanna about trying to get fuck.
deep.
Never mind, I guess.
Trying to get fuck. Oh, shit.
Trying to get fuck.
You failed to get fuck, I'm afraid, this time.
Indeed. Well,
Perhaps-
there's always
Yeah.
next time
Yes.
to just randomly slip the guards some cocaine. Spike.
You are
He
not
becomes
father.
You have one guard and he just becomes a greater demon randomly, Lamo. Ooh.
That would have been so fucking funny, actually.
Are you ready to depart?
Yes.
Alright,
Yeah.
let's go.
I do lament the fact that we can't, like, overhear the guards going like, dude, have you tried this new dust? No, man.
Oh.
And then
yeah.
he just snorts it.
Hey, Civ.
Yeah.
Johanna's gonna come up for you.
By the way, I got you a present.
Really? Well,
Yes.
thank you.
And she's going to hand you 4 strangely glowing syringes.
What is this?
It's called Spook.
Oh, it's that thing. Fun fact, I saw we had some laying around. I thought I might slip some.
Cool.
But the more the merrier. You never know when you need some. Thank you.
Yep. You get all four of the spook I had on my character sheet.
Awesome. That gives me 8. Oh,
Your
wait, I
power
already
will
had
be
some spook too.
Oh yeah.
Bloody spooks.
I have a lot of spook, evidently. I forgot I had that from, like, the season before.
Now you can be even more high.
Yes.
Hmm.
Now I can trigger perils of the warp.
I'm going to smoke glow sticks while we're here. I have 23 of them.
Understandable.
Oh shit. You should all just be smoking as the smoking inquisitors as you walk the
Yeah.
edgy as fuck.
I'm gonna turn to my fellow turn to my fellow drug addict and say,
Mr. Sabotage, you want a glow stick?
Yes, gladly.
CIA, all the smokes on the job.
nice. All right. Down.
Speaking of, I actually have some friends on. Did you want some?
I will not say no to friends on.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna hand him 3 doses.
All right.
Thank you.
Johanna is going to breathe the sterile air and say,
Sweet home, sweet home. It still stinks.
Wait. I just saw in my inventory, I do have D-Dust already.
Well, got more now, buddy.
"Yep."
No. I didn't acquire D-Dust now, but I had some from before, which I haven't used.
Oh.
We can turn gods into demons.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
Give him the
Heck yeah, body's back on.
All right.
I keep forgetting my drugs.
Johanna's gonna turn to the party and say,
Welcome to McGonagall Secundus. Lower Hive.
I can show you. Well, you basically just take the shuttle down and enter the atmosphere, get all the clearance from the traffic control. Where do you land your shuttle roughly? Outside the city, near the spaceport, near the city, or somewhere random?
I think near the
an excellent
spaceport.
question for our reconnaissance team.
"Spaceport's
point.
probably fine."
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can just find
Yeah.
a private spot there.
You don't want to land it on the bad side of town and return to like the skeletal structure of the aircraft,
I mean,
Yeah.
having everything
If-
else
if-
stripped apart.
if we land on the bad part of town, it's basically an invitation for people to poke in our business.
Now I'm going to make a test I have been dreading doing. Hey, Stu,
Oh,
I'm going to make a... Is it like Common Law Imperium test? for me to know about McConnell Secundus?
Sure, and I'll give you a plus 30.
Yay. I believe I picked up Imperium at some point.
Mhm.
Yeah, I did. The only knowledge skill I ever picked up and improved.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Still a failure, though. I could use a fate point to reroll that, right?
I would recommend, yeah, just use a fate point.
I will do it. Alright. Don't roll a 98 again. That's
Rough.
59.
Someone else can assist you, and therefore you pass it.
What is this lawful or like a
Imperium.
rolling for?
It's to know about this planet.
I have administratum if it's relevant.
Oh god, not the administrator.
Roll it if you want, just see with plus 10, I'll say. See how well you can do.
Let's see how far my int of 24 will get me.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Not very far.
Like,
I only have common law war, maybe tactica imperialis, or the warp in forbidden, I guess.
yeah, fuck it, just
I mean,
roll
it's
that with plus 10, see if you can glean anything.
We are.
Hey,
Yes.
Nice. So
If you're-
that's a success on my part.
if your
there.
combined rolls, you get one success, yes.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
With that, since that becomes a success, that means my unnatural intelligence of 3 is added. So that will be 2 successes.
Big
Aha.
brain. There you go.
2 successes to know about McConnell Secundus, aka how much Johanna remembers since she spent half of her fucking life here high off her tits.
Alright.
It just flies by when you're on drugs.
Yep.
Let me just bring up everything.
I couldn't find
Here's
any
my
pictures
MS
of-
Paint map.
I couldn't find any pictures of aircraft up on bricks. It would only show me Lego ones.
Need an
All
icon
that
for the
time
party.
wasted. There's water on this planet?
Yeah.
Or
It's
is-
not
or did they just paint that as part of the hive blue so they would feel better?
it's not like
mean,
a complete hive world, but there is a very large hive on it, basically.
Wait, you're telling me there's a water supply?
Yeah.
Well, we know what time it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, vampires. Yes.
Oh.
No, Ziv, that's their water supply. Don't. Oh no!
But I need to go for a swim.
Uh-oh.
I'm thirsty.
Daisy.
Better drink my own pee. Alright. So yeah, you land near the spaceport, and Johanna recognizes the PDF of Indus. These fellas.
Mm-hmm.
They try and stop you and like ask who you are and stuff. I just presume you just whip out your rosette.
Yep.
Just
Whip
be
out the
like,
rosette, don't even speak to them, just walk by.
inquisitorial business. I'm gonna make a test. Where is it?
Oh.
Oh shit.
Ah, fucking heck.
The other guy. Okay, Jesus, right. They both look at it for a minute, and kind of just do a bit of a poker face and just straighten up and salute and say, "Carry on, Lord." They don't like fake or show any fear or anything. They just hand it very coolly, like professionals. And the officer even says, "Anything you need, just ask, sirs."
I feel like the chance of them knowing it's a fake one are not worth risking them being wrong.
Yeah.
this is something my superiors can deal with. I ain't gonna.
Yep.
Well, it does mean that they might alert their superiors.
I think you'd have to, but
Yeah.
knowing there's an Inquisitor going around is not exactly going to engage too much attention.
I mean, at least in terms of you don't really want them to go and execute you right away.
So, Gren, with your test, you remember that when you used to be on here and you've spent time in the Underhives after the incident,
Yep.
that there is a bar nearby in the lower areas where you
I
could
know where we should go first.
potentially go there and find out what's going on.
I have an idea where we go first. There's a bar nearby. I remember it very well. It was where I met the lady.
You can pick the name of the bar if you like, Gren, because I don't care.
Oh, wait. Was that the one that introduced you to the dark things? Chaos?
Yep.
Yes.
The bar can be called Whiskers Pub.
Alright.
One thing about this planet is probably because of the high felon population, it probably has some cat things to it.
It's a cat cafe.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wrote
Chaos
that.
cat cafe.
You can go to the cat cafe. Alright, yeah, I'll just copy and paste that in. 2 X I. There you go. Right. Do you wish to head there straight away?
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I mean, it's only going to
Honestly.
take us, a few minutes by looking at the size of the city.
Yep.
Imagine it's
I'm
in...
assuming it's really, really tall.
Yeah,
Really,
just
it's arcade.
again, this is a dumb approximation of it from MS Paint. So don't worry about it. It's
This
just so
size
you
city is
have an idea where
400
things
yards
are.
wide and
It's more in
400
relation to
miles
where
tall.
things are. So, because yeah, no, the scale is non-existent. But...
It's fine.
all right,
I-
you
I-
you are not accosted by anyone on the way, so
Huh.
not that would really matter if you were. Like, what is the biggest thug you could run into on the streets on this planet that would pose a threat?
Probably Liv.
I'd imagine the biggest threat you could run into on the streets if you're like below the ground and the absolute lowest levels of the Hive City. You could probably run into some horrific mutants, but that would be about it.
Yeah, or like an Ogren or some shit, but apart from that, yeah, no really much that could threaten you.
I like the idea that this
Oh.
planet is unique for having like giant fucking cat mutant monsters in the sewers.
Yeah, a
I'm
giant
just
lion.
imagining a big, fat, like, cat ogren
That
hybrid.
would be funny.
Okay, are you just suggesting that I've accidentally become Taronga Leela?
Maybe.
Oh man.
Oh, now I'm imagining like
Oh, look,
imagining
my
like
parents are cat mutants from the sewers.
now I'm imagining
Oh, look,
something
I can
horrible,
fly
and not
spaceships.
take like a saber-toothed tiger, make it stand on 2 legs, make it horrifically fat, and then just make it trudge along with a big ass fucking spine as a weapon.
You say Cybertooth because that sounds more horrific.
Yeah. Yeah, I said saber-toothed tiger.
Lamau.
That was my imagination.
Hide and then
Okay.
reveal. Alright. Okay. So after a few hours walk, and actually, fuck it. You can just rent out a vehicle or commandeer one with your Rosette, I guess.
I'm just gonna walk up to the first guy on the street and tell him, "You drive us."
Yeah, there you go. Alright, and it's kind of late afternoon, evening by the time you arrive. You place yourselves wherever you wish. You can park somewhere on the street because who the fuck is going to give an Inquisitor a ticket, you know? Well, and you
So we won't be paying this
do
for the
want
ticket.
to
yeah, so yeah, there's no one to follow up on. You're an off-worlder, so.
What are they gonna do? Impound our shuttle? Oh,
Oh no.
Fug.
just
Oh,
remember,
man,
if
guess-
we commandeer civilian vehicles, we need to pay them. Make them think good about the Imperium before they get, you know, the whole worldview destroyed when we, you know, seize the planet in like a week's time. Like, the Imperium wouldn't do this to us. Oh no.
They wouldn't. Sure.
Sure. Never. The Imperium has never done something unjust.
Oh shit.
Truly. This is just true.
Hate facts.
You walk around the streets and they are somewhat bustling, and La Bar is like up ahead here on the right.
Neat. Cool. Where did you point to?
Off to the right and towards the end there.
It's down this way. Just ignore the common rabble.
Is that one of those eye implants? Looks very nice. So it's just gonna give him a thumbs up.
Right. He kind of just looks at you and confusedly just keeps walking.
Sabotai kind of looks in amazement at like working like street lights. He's not used to this.
Oh yes.
It's been a long time since he's been in a hive city that hasn't been like bombed to like absolute ruins.
Yes.
Don't worry, give it a week.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Just like home soon.
Oh, by the way. Let's see.
Hey, Johanna.
Oh shit. Fuck. Ah, there you go. That's fine. Whatever.
Why aren't they in uniform?
Sabotai is gonna make a note of like the PDF troopers that are in the area.
Yeah. Make common law war at +10.
All right.
Johanna will look at Civ and say,
Well, I mean, they're not fighting.
Oh,
There you
roll
go.
a 2. Nice.
Amazing.
Like right now. So they're on leave, right?
You know
Think
what?
So, I think that's how military works.
Sounds about accurate.
Let's see what you can gather. So, from glancing at the PDF as a veteran soldier yourself, you can judge that they are reasonably well trained. But what really strikes you, like they have decent armor, they're carrying mostly like auto weapons, solid projectile based stuff. But what strikes you is their tactics and the way they move. They don't really feel, from the vibe you get, like normal soldiers. They feel a lot more like police units. And some of them almost give off the vibe of secret police, some of the officers and so
Right,
forth.
yeah.
They are reasonably well equipped to handle most threats, but they, you feel like you and your boys back home could probably conquer these guys in a few days or a week if you had a decent military force. They don't feel like they would be much of a threat to you, honestly. Like on an even engagement.
They look submissive and conquerable.
Yes, basically. Like, some of them probably are decent enough fighters, like, they do extra training and stuff, but most of them, just don't look like they have the stomach for a good fight.
Right. So they seem good for like just enforcement, but not for war, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. Like they're pretty decent at enforcement at least.
Yeah.
They seem.
You'll kind of like sort of pretend to like have a conversation with Ursula and kind of do so occasionally, but also he will keep an eye on them and where they move.
Ursula.
He's noticing that they
go.
are sort of like in pairs and kind of like, well, in the area at least. So.
Do you want to go out here on your own?
Ursula notes to you that she recognizes some of these soldiers as being cat people and not just humans. So there is a mix of humans and cat people. In fact, that seems to be a theme in the plan in general, but the PDF is no exception. So they recruit from all sources. And Johanna also tells you when you bring it up that some of them are even vat-grown, but you haven't seen many of those, it looks like.
Really? I thought that was a myth.
Vat-grown.
Yeah, that they grew people in vats out in space there.
Oh no, my dad was a weirdo. He didn't want a vat-grown child.
Also, Gren, make me a common lore war at +20.
Me?
Yes, if you have
Okay,
it.
so that's going to outweigh the negative of not having common lore war.
Yeah, there you go.
So then we're rolling against 23.
Oh shit.
I'll just put common lore war there. Six.
Yeah.
Six
Something in the back of your head says, "Oh, I remember something about this PDF, boys," but then the memory flees you pretty quickly. Comes a memory worm.
Alright.
Unfortunately so.
I'm gonna, remembering that, Johanna's gonna go up to the PDF boys, and she's going to say,
Hey, you there, citizen. Or PDF or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me about your unit now.
Tell about the what? Sorry.
Tell me about your unit. How does your PDF work on this planet?
Okay,
I'll let you
right.
know.
I'll move these here for you so you can talk to them.
Yeah.
They kind of just look baffled for a minute and go, "We're the police, Mom." I guess you don't show them the rosette, do you? Or you?
yeah, not yet.
No, yeah, they're just like, "We're the police and law enforcement here, Mom, and we keep the city safe for good folks like you know? And protect you
Okay,
from any
try not to
external
laugh.
threats whenever they pop up. Any beasts out in the wilderness, or any vicious pirates, or rebels, or bandits, all that good stuff. He's a little too eager to impress you with the bravado.
Johanna is going to pretend to be mildly impressed.
Oh, well, great. Anything interesting you can tell me about you guys then? As you might understand, I haven't been on this planet for a very long time.
Oh, I see, Mom. I guess not much has changed since you last here. Like, we recruit from all sorts of places. The humans and the caddies, they all join us, But, yeah, it's a pretty simple job. Sometimes we get riots down here at the lower levels, just ungrateful bastards that don't want not getting enough food, and, silly things like that you shouldn't really be so bothered about. So, sometimes we gotta just tell them to knock it off, I haven't had anything serious in a while, so.
Of course.
Yeah.
And are you assigned to be here, or are you off today?
We're just finishing up a shift. We're hoping to get a drink here at the bar, but It's a bit busy now. We'll probably come back another time. So. I hope you enjoy your stay here in the city at least, Mark.
Of course, of course. Oh, one last thing.
Yeah.
I think it would be a great idea if you took a walk down the street, and started dancing.
You can use the power on them.
One moment.
Yeah.
I'm doing this. I'm doing this primarily to remind myself.
Wonderful.
Let's see. So it's 40 for psi rating.
Yep.
It's I am demonic in psychic power, so I don't know if that added anything.
I think that just it does something with perils. I remember. It might give you another +1 though as well, but
Let me see. Demonic.
it might increase your psi rating by 1. I think. Not sure though.
Right, it increased. Ah, that was it. When you're demonic, you're never affected by whatever you roll on perils of the warp.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh.
Yeah.
See how this works.
Yeah. So I just needed to check that. In that case, then in that case, I roll psychic with a +60 on top of my willpower.
All right.
Is that double? No. Okay, great. What?
No.
Why was the target 50? That's not correct.
Yeah, it went 0. What the fuck?
Huh?
Yeah, 0, 10 plus 50. What the?
That's strange. It should be willpower.
Yeah.
Something's off.
Something ain't right. You passed it massively.
I guess
anyway.
I just have to click. Yeah.
He's like, sounds like a great idea. Thank you, Mum. And he starts walking into the main road, and his buddy is like, "No, wait, George, come back. What you doing? What you doing?" And they just keep walking.
As Johanna's going to giggle a little bit.
Sorry, you couldn't resist.
And tries to tackle him off the road, and they just keep walking further and further away.
I mean, at least I don't think it would be that big of an incident.
Not unless he gets run over, which I considered telling him to go get run over, but I thought that would be too much.
I mean, doesn't that happen all the time with those flashy mobs?
Of course, there's not a flash mob going around here. Just one guy.
There's been smaller flash mobs, I would reckon.
What, would you like me to tell everyone here to do that?
I mean, you could, in theory, but that's up to you.
I think we'll save it for now.
Okay. Shall we try and get into the bar?
Yep. Haven't really drawn it, but just this corner there is the bar. Whatever. Around here.
Yay. Down here?
Yeah.
Oh, down here.
Yeah, just around here is fine. Tell you what, I can turn this into a map. In a minute.
Around there, was it?
Wait, no, I fucked it up. Or did I? Something's not working. Can you still see your token that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just sit there. That's the bar. There you go.
Time to put on the Vampire the Masquerade nightclub music.
Ah, yes.
Heck yeah. The really ravey music even.
Yeah.
No, cheeky freaky.
I'll do that. Where's the YouTube?
Jump.
I don't really have the bot, so I'll just link in the chat and you can listen to yourself. Vampire. The Masquerade. What's happening to Vampire Masquerade 2? Is that even coming out?
It's still coming out.
So,
They
Yeah.
hit some snags, I believe.
Oh, they've taken a lot of snags. It's not looking too bright on the end result currently, but it's coming out.
oh,
Yeah.
oh god, YouTube
I know
ads.
because I pre-ordered and I currently can't cancel. But
Sure.
you know what? We'll find out how it ends up, one way or another.
Okay, so that leads to a correct one. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. So I know what Johanna's going to do here. I think the first part of this is going to be gathering some information about what's currently going on in the hive, right?
Sure. Yeah, can do some of that. And, see if you can gather some intel on what's going on. I'll try.
I guess specifically what Johanna wants to gather information about is like how the chaos, the subtle chaos presence on the planet is looking like at the moment.
Well, I'll say like you can order a drink and everything. We just move these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, this ready. Yeah, you can like all of you find a chair, like a table, do some mingling around and so forth. And God, everything's out of scale. Fuck it, I'll just abstract everything. And you can do a charm test to see how well you mingle like around in the bar, chatting to various people and so forth. Anyone that's willing to talk to you. Oh, bro.
Sometimes just
There you go.
plays the couch.
Alright.
Sort of stays there.
So, first of all,
Ooh, furniture.
I'm gonna cast Charming Voice, Feathered,
Sure.
which Feathered was half.
Oh yeah, half your size. So.
Yeah, so that's...
I don't think anyone. Well, one person might have resisted you.
No.
Oh no. Don't think anyone could. Lamau.
So that's a plus 4 times. So that's plus 20.
Yep.
Then I activate my pheromone receptors.
Fuck.
And I have a base plus 10.
Alright.
I rolled terribly against a target of 130
Amazing.
for 6 degrees of success.
Let me see.
Oh, Ziv is stuck under the table.
Oh, it's all good.
Oh, hell yeah. Suddenly there's a bar.
Yeah, I just pulled it
Nice.
out of my ass and it works.
Oh yeah.
Le bar. I need a bartender now, and that's everything. Oh yeah, and I need those stupid footstool things.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, I can do
Hell
that.
yeah.
Yeah, they're
Well, that's
horribly out of
pretty
scale.
classy.
They look more like mushrooms.
They do. It's because of the stupid fake shadows they put on them. So it just
The shadows would work if all of the shadows existed.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah, you can have that. The wonky mushrooms thing. Yeah.
Just kind of looks like something looking down at the bar. Slightly disappointed.
Okay, let's see.
Really? You're serving those drinks?
I'm gonna say,
Okay.
Grad, you charm everyone in this bar super well. And to the point where you're in the middle of the room dancing around and everyone's like cheering you on, like woohoo! It's fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
I like in Vampire the Masquerade basically. Exactly what we imagine.
Hell yeah, I'm doing the funky Vampire the Masquerade dance.
Yeah, where you're just flailing your
God,
arms massively.
Yeah, the pure arm flailing.
Yeah, that's
Hell
fucking
yeah.
amazing.
I mean, I am
heck
high on
yeah.
I am high on drugs. So we all know why they're cheering our Johanna on. It's not because of
Yeah.
her dancing skills.
Yeah. They're also high on life and psychic powers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, they're currently having their minds assaulted by psychic powers, forcing them to like Johanna, and they're also being forced to inhale her pheromones
Fucking hell.
from the freaking pheromone generator, cybernetic.
After a good while of you guys like enjoying your drinks and the dancing and or just barely tolerating it, depending how you feel, I guess. Johanna, eventually one woman, steps forward and slowly claps her hands. Goes, I wondered if you'd ever come back, child. You immediately recognize her as the lady.
Well, hello, teacher.
You haven't lost your touch. If anything, it's your abilities have nurtured in time.
Indeed it has. And I have returned with company. Would you come sit with us?
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
As Johanna's gonna come up here and say,
You two, leave.
Oh, sure, ma'am. Yep, no worries, honey. They just fuck off. There you go.
wonderful.
Johanna does seem like the kind of person who would join a booth and then scooch the other people out of it.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, okay, so she gets that chair. Yep.
Let me introduce you. Currently we are not using our true names, but I will tell them to you anyway, my lady. This is my great friend Siv.
Hello.
Yeah, pleasure.
And this is my recently acquired friend, Mr. Savitai Han.
Oh,
Gives a curt nod.
pleasure to see him. He's a rather strong
And
one,
this-
isn't he? And she kind of, smiles a bit of this to you knowingly.
And
Bro.
this
Sabotai has spent enough time in the warp to know not to trust this.
Wow. I've had it with these damn thoughts.
And this is my closest acquaintance, Ursula.
Have we lost Ursula in the butt? Ah, yes, there she is.
Oh, she's
Ah,
stuck,
yes.
stuck under the couch.
There you go, she's out from the couch. Well,
I need to make a new profile pic.
ah, tech wizard. How wonderful. Just lying on the couch. There you go.
My lady, how goes the conversion upon this planet?
We have gathered some converts in our time since you were away. Not as many as I would like to really affect a true uprising on here, but given some more time, we could affect something. Perhaps you have some help to offer this matter too.
Oh, yes, that's why we're here.
Wonderful.
In the time I've been gone, when I joined the Crusade with the others, I've become stronger. A lot stronger. But more importantly, we gathered foes. Help. Aid. Allies.
Please.
And we are here now to claim this planet entirely in the name of the gods.
She beams and smiles at your words and takes a big gulp of the drink that she has. Like, I am absolutely delighted to hear this, young Johanna. What can we do to bring this to forth?
When the time comes, you will find hellfire rain from the sky, and discord, hellfire rain from the sky, as great warships arrive towards this planet. During that time, we need there to be discord in these streets. We need all of this planet's forces to be distracted as much as possible.
Here nods. Says, it will be done upon the coming of fire. We will uprise, take what is ours, the lower hives, you say. What will you be doing?
Make sure. Oh, me and my friends here, we will be making sure that there will be no one with the authority to gather any resistance of our conquest.
Ah. I'm pleased to hear that, so no complications from the outside then.
Hopefully.
Very good. And you'll be pleased to know. Yeah, go.
Sorry, just thought I have some things that might help with the Discord there.
Oh shit.
He's gonna hand her the D-Dust and the Screamers.
Hey, let me make her a test. Oh no. There we go. She kind of sniffs at the drug very quaintly, and she beams and smells. Says, "Oh, how delectable! Found dust from the holy entities. Wonderful. Could be useful."
It was indeed wonderful.
As Johanna is going to peel away a bit of the skin mask she's probably wearing,
Yeah.
to show her corrupted demonic skin underneath it.
She kind of does like a cooming face and like cat, may I? And she's like, she kind of reaches her hand out. May I, please? She wants to touch your face.
Of course you can. On your new status.
Okay, she gets on her knees. Wants to fucking touch your face.
Alright.
Well,
I won't take that any further, but
Yeah.
that concludes my part, yeah.
She's very pleased that he gave her the things. And you notice, by the way, as she's been talking, some other people have made their way from a back room into the bar.
oh.
Give me a minute.
Oh shit, waste rangers.
Hey. They just begin to chill out and nod to you all. Some of them do have guns and like other weapons on their hand, but they're all like casually, just relaxed, just sitting there. She's just letting you know that yeah, her people are around if you need them. So.
Johanna will thank the lady and stay. And say that they'll know. Because, I mean, our plan is, to bombard the fucking city from the sky as part of her distraction.
Yep. She does whisper to you before you, settle down for a while. I also know where there's a special target that you could hit if you wish to sow more discord in the city. And she informs you about where you can find a central power plant in the city to sabotage.
Wonderful.
She stops for a moment as she says, "Oh, where the fuck there?
Tekfisalusa, I think you'll find this information very interesting."
Alright.
Are there any astropaths on the hive?
He smiles and beams at you and says, well, not so many. Maybe one or two at the spaceport and a few at the governor's plaza, or government plaza, but not many. That's enough to get very strong messages out, unless they concentrate or meditate for a few days at a time. Should be relatively safe once the blessed ones arrive.
Well, if you can, do try and find an opportunity to slit their throats in the night.
We have some followers at the spaceport. I think they could arrange something, I'm sure.
Splendid.
I think we'll end it there, guys, unless there's anything else
Sure.
you want to go over a bit late.
No, sounds good.
Yep.
Yep, sounds fit.
Sorry if I took a bit more spotlight tonight.
No, that's all good. This
No,
is your
that's warranted.
your planet. So.
It's a good reason why. So I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
No worries.
All right.
So what do we? I guess one last thing is just a question of what do we want to do next time? Are we assaulting the power plant next time, or just our group, or infiltrating? I guess.
Yeah, I reckon maybe you go for infiltration first.
I guess one thing we could do is we could probably have our tech priest rig explosives and stuff,
Yeah.
or
I'm
like
thinking also-
destabilizers or whatever.
Yeah, because I'm thinking at least if we destabilize it, but the best way to sabotage it would be to make it so it's not cosmetically noticeable. Honestly, more of a time trap. We can just enable it when we're about to invade, and preferably not cosmetically noticeable. Or we could just go for like charges that we can activate from orbit.
We may need just leave a ground team.
Probably.
Then
Then
you
again-
send a message of do the thing.
But great. Now we know we have allies on the planet that haven't been wiped out since Johanna was last here. That was kind of one of the things I was wondering whether or not they'd been wiped out since then.
We've connected with the rebellion.
Hell yeah.
All right. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you all again soon. Have a good day.